Okay, so...
Now go somewhere to the north.
Okay, so it's like... Why the north? I mean, like...
That's away from Glowspire, that's why.
Okay, so... It's like, but there's nothing up there.
I'm not saying you have to run to the freezing mountains. I said north somewhere. I didn't say specific north.
Like, and so he's still shaking his head. It's like, this entire diplomacy thing is not making sense to him. This is why the Legion doesn't do diplomacy, because it never makes sense to them. So he just turns his men around and they start walking up towards past the sun, bro. Did you guys stop, or are you still moving?
What happened?
It's like, did you guys stop, or are you still moving?
We're still going.
Okay, so you see that the soldiers are now moving your direction, because apparently Thorin said, don't go that way, go that way. Like, he's so paranoid that he's pushing the soldiers away from Glowspire, like they're totally going to rat them out or something. It's like...
Well...
So...
As long as they don't attack me, I won't myrtleize them with my sword.
The soldiers are on the move. Are you just going to let them pass, or...
This is me wishing...
As long as they don't touch me, I'm not going to myrtleize them.
Oh God, let them try.
Okay, they're not going to. I mean, like again, two of their guys are heavily wounded. They don't have they didn't win with two full squads. How are they going to win with less men?
I don't even care.
Yeah.
This is me wishing one of them had the balls to even try.
So what are you, like, taunting them as they're going by?
Same here.
Oops,
no,
that's the
not
wrong
necessarily taunting them, but just like silently, like, do it, fucking do it,
yeah.
do it.
No, they're not going to. Like, they don't even look at you as they pass. They're more...
Do it! Just do it!
Alright, so here we are. Now we're on the world
Go
map.
with
So,
be dreams.
let's see. You have two party leaders, which is I have to rearrange some of the things, because...
Me and Earthroot.
Because Earthroot... Basically, Earthroot and Thorin, you're switching positions. Because... So... You have Niltaor, Jangan, who are in there. You have Say, Adrik, and Thorin, who are in the other party. They just went with the conversation. Then you have Earthroot and Makfar, also known as Spicoli, going to the north. So, and the leader of that party is Spicoli. Spicoli knows where he's going.
I just misclicked and closed it out.
So roll and counter.
What's one of the faster land animals?
Say what?
What's one of the fast land animals?
You always say that.
Yeah, but I want to get the...
Like an elk?
Something that would carry a person, preferably?
Obviously a hedgehog.
I don't know.
Gotta go.
Yeah, it's the fastest animal alive on the ground. Anyway, I don't know. What about a warhorse, the one you've done before?
Yeah, but that's not as fast as I want.
That's 60 is as fast as you can go, period.
Do I know of a cheetah?
A cheetah can't go as fast. A cheetah can't go as fast as, like... And plus, a cheetah can't carry a person, so you would leave your ally behind in the dust.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, remember, you have somebody going with you on this adventure. So what are you gonna do? I mean,
I'm gonna say get on and transfer him into a horse.
So you, I don't know, Niadra, what's your impression that basically, hey, this man is now turning into, this onward behemoth is turning into a horse?
What's not? It can't be too strange to you, right? Because he did the bird thing before this.
Yeah,
true.
It's not too weird, but it's just the sight of him shapeshifting is still a little like, huh.
Yeah, if I was gonna have a problem with it, I should have brought that up
earlier.
when turned into the bird. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, yeah, just mount up, I guess.
Okay, so
that sucks. I really should have done that earlier because I was gonna poke him with the blunt end of the spear. Like, what the fuck? Magic is bullshit.
Yeah. Are you gonna do that like now?
Nah, it wouldn't fit now.
Okay, well,
it would have
totally
made sense
would.
with the bird, but yeah.
Well, I mean, expediency was your first thought, but now that you have time to think about it, it's like, wait, he's shape-shifting, and it's like, huh. All right, so Spicoli, that's encounter.
Okay.
You're moving in normal pace, unless you want to like go faster, and that's
faster.
Okay, fast pace usually means you're more quicker to be ambushed. But all right, you decide to.
Oh.
All right, so nothing bad. That's nice.
Hey, I think I know who I'm gonna see.
Who are you gonna? Why and who and what? Who are you gonna see out in this middle of the forest or winter?
Mage lives there.
What would Mage be? I don't know.
Hey,
No, Mage lives in a household now. He's not going to be found there.
Well, something friendly is here.
Yeah, so... Hold on, just ignore the fact that there's water in the pirate ship. Just ignore all that. That shouldn't be there. I can't seem to touch it to get rid of it. There we go. What happened on the water again? Something.
Us picking up the golem.
The giant rock...
Oh yeah, the giant rock golem thing that kind of just was there.
Yeah, he's probably in this area now.
What, the rock golem?
Anyway. Yeah.
Why would he be out here?
He's looking for Mage.
Very true, but... Okay, well, summon yourselves. You're near the southern edge. So you're on a horse. It's getting real cold. And remember, this is like... Well, it's not... Actually, it's not cold. It's actually very nice around here. So it's a friendly place, so there's not going to be death and murder, as much as I wanted that to be. So...
Still can be, just, you know.
Yeah, very true, it still can be.
It's mostly friendly. There's just that one guy.
Okay, so what can I do in this particular situation?
Pack of friendly wolves.
It's actually a bunch of deer. Something
Okay.
that's... Oh, that's not on the right layer. Or at least that's not on the... I put the deer on the wrong layer.
All of the deer are frozen solid.
No, all the deer are on the map layer instead of on the token layer. Okay, so there's a good pack of deer up ahead. Doesn't look like, this is new, because normally there's no life in this area. But now it seems like deer are flourishing again. That was rather quick, too. It's like, did they migrate from south, or where'd they come from? Where are you guys? Okay, so you're here. Niadra, you can summon yourself by simply going to your character sheet and dragging your name onto the field. And then it'll summon your avatar.
Neat.
It's weird.
One sec, cat's messing with something it shouldn't
Okay,
be.
so you're here. Ah, damn it! It didn't save the avatar setup. Hold on, I have to recalibrate that super quickly. Alright, so now you're recalibrated. Let me save that so that it doesn't do that again. Alright, so we just lost Spicoli. Great. Wonderful.
Yeah, we didn't need him that badly.
Okay. We kind of did, because he's part of this. Alright, so... What do we got? I mean, what is your opinion? There's a bunch of deer up ahead. What is your opinion on the bunch of deer?
I don't imagine I've seen deer in quite a while.
Okay, so this
Like-
is your
like
one
18
of your
years.
first experiences with forest animals. Yeah.
I wouldn't say the
Because-
first experience, just first in 18 years.
Yeah, so... roll perception. So this is... Okay, do you even care about the environment? 50-50?
It's there.
I got perception, like, fuck.
Okay, so... Let's see,
I
the
mean,
challenge is...
it can stay there.
Well, in general, it's... This anybody who's got their eyes open can see this. It's
Except
No.
me.
except you. You're not caring at all. So you just see the deer. What Spicoli's noticing is that the plant life is regrowing again. That the place, since it's not as frozen, the plant life is regrowing again.
Nice.
I wouldn't really know
Strange.
the difference.
But nice.
I wouldn't really know any difference to it.
Okay, so you're a bit
never
distance
been
away
here.
from the deer. What do you guys plan to do?
Keep traveling and following the trail.
Okay, so...
Well, how long's it been since we ate?
Good point.
Solar doesn't hate, like, hunting, right?
It's like,
the
you're
way
it's
trying
natural.
to... No, Solar, remember, Solar is about finding oneself, and finding oneself also means keeping yourself sustained. Now, he's not about greed, it's about, just exactly what you need.
I mean, it keeps us from using rations.
True, very true. So you just went a day's worth of travel already,
You
so...
don't have a mountain anymore.
Yeah, now that... how this works is that now... Well, the problem is, Niadra is not linked to a town yet, so she doesn't get the ration thing. Okay, when you're linked to a town, that basically means that whatever supplies are in that town belong. Like, you get by being part of the town, you get a measure of rations and water for free, so you don't have to worry about them as much.
Oh.
But the catch is you have to be part of the town, and since you're not yet, since you're still anonymous, you have to use your own rations and water.
So I've still got just what I had from...
Yeah, so compared to Spicoli, which is he's already getting funded that stuff. So, yeah. But he's not. You don't get spares. You don't get enough to supply somebody else, unless you specifically buy it or get it from another town, or get it from the town. Like, you have to actually carry spares. Anyway, so Niadra's all for hunting something. Spicoli, you're leaning towards that as well.
I'm not against it.
Okay, so how are you gonna hunt these things? They're gonna likely run away if you try and get to them.
Animal friendship.
Animal friendship, then murder them. Great.
Yeah, I know that's super wrong. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so
I have throwing axes. I mean,
just try to throw one at one.
Here.
Yeah.
How long can you hit it from that distance?
I can make it so he can.
Yeah, worth a shot. I mean, like, he's going to enhance... So, again, he's got the weird glowy hand thing going, and he's trying to touch you with more magic.
So what do you use to throw your axe? Dex or strength?
That is strength.
Like I said, he's... you're not paranoid about that anymore? That he's touching you with weird glowing hands?
Well, at the moment, I'm trying to see how far away... Holy shit, those things are far. Yeah, I don't even think, even with that...
you'd be rolling a disadvantage if you're... This is an extreme throw of extreme distances.
So if it's disadvantage,
the
advantage counteracts it.
There's disadvantage?
Checks, actually.
It's a regular hit.
Let's see. I don't know, what is your stat for your axe's strength, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so that would be, if he enhances you with bull strength, then he would have advantage. It basically would counteract the disadvantage of the distance.
Checks, actually.
Yeah.
Here, give me an axe and I'll huck it.
Okay. Why would she allow that?
Because I have more strength.
Okay, so
and I have
I don't know. It's like that's your decision. Do you want to just give up an axe and let him throw it, or what?
Aren't throwing weapons dex?
Technically a dex.
Not for him. Not for her. Her weapons are axe are a strength roll because they're very large. Yeah, smaller weapons are dex, but remember this is a blade axe. This thing is huge.
Yeah, but for thrown weapons, you to my knowledge, you always use strength for thrown weapons.
Some weapons, some use dex, like daggers use dex, and anything with finesse uses dex.
You use the stat you would have used to do a melee attack.
Okay, which is
was he the one that used Dimension Door while I was KO'd?
No,
that was Say as well.
I probably wouldn't remember that anyway.
Who called down the
anyway, are you going to throw this thing or not? So, you're enhanced with bull strength, so you just have standard weapon throw at this distance.
I'll throw it.
Okay, well, throw it.
I'll try to throw my greatsword.
Just barely. You just barely got it. And that's enough. Roll damage. Let's see if you actually down it or not. So, do you flourish at all before you throw this thing?
I just kind of pull back and launch the shit.
Yeah, you launch it, and surprise, surprise, it actually hits one of them, and it dies instantly.
Imagine the rest.
Yeah, the rest are going to flee. They're running the other direction. So now there's a dead carcass on the ground of a deer.
Good shot.
So
excellent spoils.
That was a pretty amazing throw. I didn't think you were actually going to pull it off. Yeah. You barely pulled it off. You know what their armor class is? 13. You actually just barely got it.
Let's go collect their spoils.
Yeah, so you guys are walking towards... There's a deer on there.
Good thing I know how to skin an animal.
I don't imagine I remember how to.
Do you have animal handles?
So you know how to skin them, I know how to kill them.
Okay, so what's the challenge, though?
Well.
No. It's 15, you'll be fine. So, the bigger issue is that Spicoli, I don't think you guys have a small item to carve an animal up with, do you? Like, the smallest object I think you have is the longsword that Niadra has. That's the smallest melee weapon you guys have. The rest are rather large.
Could I make do with it?
Potentially, but you'd have to ask for it.
It wouldn't be pretty, but you could definitely flay an animal with it.
Yeah, so
pretty good at filleting.
Yeah, daggers are for pussies.
Yeah. What?
Daggers are for pussies.
Okay, so you're passing him the longsword, right?
This animal.
Yeah, once he asks for it to skin it, I'm just like, I'm getting it back.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I have a greatsword. I don't need this. I wield a greatsword with one hand. I mean...
Okay, so you're carving up... So you're now carving up the animal. So how... Are you doing it, like, swiftly? Are you taking your time with it? How's this going?
Bit of both.
Okay, so swiftly, efficiently, just trying to get through it. So now what are you going to do with the meat? I mean, you have this hide and you have this meat now.
Do we have any place to store it? That's the question.
It wouldn't keep.
Well, we are in cold.
Yeah,
apparently not.
But it's cold, but it's not cold enough to do refrigeration.
I'll carry it around until.
Do you have any salt?
Do you have anything that could cure it? Because it will go bad if.
I probably do.
Okay, so see, yeah, you have salt, just roughly.
Yeah, if you got some salt, we can make some salted venison. Just
that's pretty good.
Cure it like that.
Yeah, let's do that, and then I'll just be taking it.
Or we could cook it up here now.
This is okay. Hey, guess what? Time for a perception challenge. Let's see what you got. That's above a 10. That should be very easy.
My passive perception's 24.
Whew. So 12. You got it.
Do I really need to roll?
So you guys are just carving at the meat. You're finishing up the carving, and all of a sudden you see these things rising out of the snow, and they're pointing what looks like guns at you on their arms.
Ah, hello.
Like they just burst out of the snow. It's like, you there, down on the ground now. Down on the ground now.
I'd rather not.
It's like you have three. It's like you have three you have three chances. You've just used one. I will ask you again. Down on the ground now.
Okay. Did we rest any time as we were traveling?
Yeah, you've had time to rest. So.
Okay. I have the power.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna immediately kill them.
Don't you dare talk to me like that. I'm saying to them.
So, what are you doing exactly?
I'm calling lightning upon my blade once again.
Okay, so you have a chance to react because that basically sets them off. It's like, magic user, open fire!
I have my shield up.
Yeah, so I don't know, do you have time to get your shield up, though?
You want me to roll
something? Because remember, you're doing two things at once. Okay, so you have a little bit of time, because one arm is raising your sword to the heavens to cast. You have to cast the spell, by the way.
Yeah.
So you're casting a spell to enhance your blade with lightning. The other hand is...
Okay, that doesn't work. What the fuck?
And their voices are slightly metallic. It sounds like their voices are being projected from their helmets.
Neat.
So you
I call lightning upon my blade, and now I have lightning.
Yeah, so you have time to raise your shield, and then they just unload a volley on you. So the third one breaches your armor.
But it's half damage anyways.
Yeah, so...
And it's a normal hit.
Yeah, but their damage is like that, so...
But it's also halved in a normal hit, so whatever extra damage he has...
Oh yeah, it's just the 50 plus the 49. So, you take 99 damage. That's like half your health.
He got a crit, he got lucky.
No, that's not with the crit. That's without a crit. Because your thing nullifies crits. And along with that, Niadra is the one who's also going to take half of that. Because... So you took... Let's see. You took... Actually, 99... No, that's the full number. Sorry, I forgot to divide it by 2. So you'd only take 50 damage. And Niadra, you take half of that. So that's 25 damage from the splash of their bullets.
I'll take how much?
25. So, Sunbro just took 50 from his round. So you deflected most of them. And remember, this is a rapid.
I have
what did
DR.
they do? This is a rapid 10 shots from their gun, from their wrist-mounted
25
weapons.
plus 49.
Yeah. It's what?
Remember, adamantine gives resistance.
Yeah, I just calculated that in. You halved it to 45.
45.
Oh, you halved that alone. Yeah, I just said that. It's actually 50. No, you take 50. I'll just do it. So, take 50 damage. So they just did their initial move. That's your turn now.
Or, well, he's higher than this.
Oh yeah, and it's Niadra, you're up. So you just took some splash damage from it. You know, basically these frost rounds that exploded on Sunbro's armor.
Have I ever seen anything like this?
No, this is brand new. No one's seen anything like this.
Huh.
So, I don't know, use perception, how good this is not going to count towards your action, by the way, so... Well, first of all, can you even? So, no, because you're a bit taken aback by, you just saw them open fire on Spicoli, and then, this huge amount of cold and pierce and shrapnel backwashed off of him onto you. So you're a bit... So, I don't know what you're feeling. What are you feeling right now? Are you just angry?
I'm pissed. I'm probably going to launch myself at this one.
Okay, so...
Okay, I'll take care of the other two.
That should be in range there, right? Because of the
Roughly,
reach.
Glaive.
Ideally, you guys want to not be next to each other because splash damage from the weapons.
Over here then.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna do a spear thrust.
Guns though, so I'm getting close.
He just he's got his weapon drawn and he just doesn't even flinch from that blow.
Alright, I'm do the
it doesn't even breach his armor. So what are you gonna do?
Try to get some cover.
I am gonna
That's my
follow
recommendation.
Well, I'm gonna follow up with my bonus action on him.
So,
which would that be the same damage roll?
No,
just or not damage roll, but
that would
he's
be
still under the effects of enhanceability. That should have been an advantage.
Yeah, it's very true. You still have enhanceability on you.
Oh shit! Okay,
so make one more.
Do one more. Glaive attack. It matters.
Now use your bonus action.
Yep.
Bonus action is just a D4 plus 3. You just roll that.
Well, no, I'd still roll an attack, but it's, the damage is a D4 plus 3.
Okay, well, just roll another glaive then.
This one's an advantage too,
This
right?
also advantage because it's it's a bonus. So 21, still nothing. Doesn't breach their arm. You slam into them, but they're still not flinching. So, as you're doing that, you hear them call out, "Detain them!" So, you have one chance, Sunbro, before they do their next action. So, you just hear them shout out, "Detain them!"
I activate Burning Armor.
Okay.
And I also activate Solar Blessing.
How do you activating 2 spells?
That's an awful lot of metal.
Those aren't spells, those are class abilities.
Okay. So, do you have them to roll, at least?
Have them to roll?
Yeah, can you roll them so that we can see them?
They're class abilities.
Even if they're class abilities, it's you put them in as cantrips so that you roll from them and say, alright, I'm casting this on the chat, and then I'm casting this on the chat. So we can all see what they're... It's for record keeping sake. I've told you this before.
Actually, no, you haven't.
Okay. Well, now I have, so...
Doesn't that require an action or a bonus action or something?
Yeah, if it's it's a class ability. Class abilities, I want them as cantrips because then we can put it in the chat and then we can say, "Hey, I'm casting this." So there. Now he's got burning armor.
I can counter charm.
And then he's got
an action.
So fire doesn't harm you, but their damage is cold damage, so that's a problem.
Yeah, so I basically melt it.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, true. It's resistant. Let's see. Is it? So those attacking you, I don't know, does that count as melee or ranged attacks? Or just anybody who shoots you?
Anything that shoots me.
Okay, so... that make an attack against you have disadvantage, and yeah, okay, that makes sense. Then you have Solar Blessing, which says... who are you casting that on, yourself, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're getting 1 armor class.
Don't worry, when I level up, it'll be +2, and I can cast that in here.
Anyway, so besides that, what else are you doing?
Attacking this thing. Now, let me make sure everything's correct.
Okay. Did you actually cast that Tier 9 lightning spell?
Yeah. But it didn't show up.
Where? I don't see it.
It's 90-10. For lightning
Yeah,
round.
just saying it isn't good enough. You already know this. I've told
But
you
it
this
broke.
before.
Look, it's breaking.
What's breaking?
You see how it's
Oh, the spell is broken. Alright, so that's something I need to work on.
Okay.
Damn it, I hate it when it does that.
So, now...
So you have it on, so you roll a weapon damage attack, because you still gotta hit them, so to begin with. That's barely enough to penetrate their armor. Plus
So
the
2
90-10,
plus-
so...
2 plus 54 plus 9 plus 10.
Here is the kicker. That's lightning damage, right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, let me double check that before I... So, the lightning damage is cut in half, because they are resistant to most things, which means that they actually... your whole damage roll gets cut in half.
So what, radiant damage, slashing damage?
Yeah, pretty much
fire
everything gets
damage?
cut in half. So he takes not as much damage as you thought he would. He takes like 38. It's still good. It still hurts, but it's like it's still resistant.
I'm doing another attack.
Okay, so... How so? I mean, wasn't that your action?
I have extra attack.
Okay, so you're going to try to swing again. That also breaches his armor.
2 plus 48 plus 16 plus 12.
And divide that by 2. So I think Sunbrow's the only one who really has an opportunity to deal any damage to them. So he does 2 swipes. And then it was their up, and they do a counter blow, which is he deploys a fist, and you see that it's covered in electricity. But again, it's like your armor's slightly insulated.
And it doesn't even breach my armor.
So it doesn't breach your armor, and the electricity is arcing off it, but it's not doing anything. And it's like, so he's doing it, and he's relaying messages like, "Sir, he's resistant."
It reacts back to him.
And so it's like, no, it doesn't arc back to him. Their armor's also insulated against that. So the other one comes in, and he tries to do the same thing. That one, again, it's like your armor's completely insulated.
What are you, fucking gay?
So
Quit trying to touch me.
the third one, let's see, is he focused on... He ignored, like, after he says he's resistant, all the soldiers go over there. Like, Niadra's completely forgotten. You're not even a threat to them.
Oh, that
So
pisses me off.
he deploys his shock fist, and still it's nothing. So, like, you have, like, 3 different fists of electricity touching you, and you're just standing there letting it arc
I'm
into
just
the
looking
floor.
around like, what are you, fucking gay?
It's like,
And then I just
it's
continue
like, Captain, you're going to need to intervene on this. And
I'm
so,
continuing this.
you see, like, you hear massive footfalls. And it's like, get out of the way, peons. Let me handle this.
miss.
This just became
Okay, so-
Halo.
Yep, So, oops, that was supposed to be... That was wrong because I forgot to swap it back to... When I edit these, I put it into Whisper so that you guys don't see all the rolls, but, you know, that was basically a crit 30, is what he got. So he has 2, and he deploys both of them on your body. And by doing so, that's a crap ton of damage to be, but it's half, like, a good majority of it is halved. He can't crit you, so he only take the...
It's not a crit, technically.
Yeah,
It's a normal
but
hit.
that's still 74 lightning damage. Plus, that's 38 plus 74.
Well, we talked about this. Lightning
Yeah.
damage doesn't really affect
Yeah, the lightning damage doesn't hurt. So, but that's not the kicker. The kicker is the con save. So you have to do a DC 20 con save or be paralyzed. Which you did
Oh,
not,
that's-
so you're paralyzed.
On the bright side, they're probably gonna take him to the prison. The rest of us are headed towards.
So you're on the ground. You can't do anything, and you can roll a con save every so often. But I mean, like that's what they're. So it takes the effort of all four of them charging a massive amount of electricity into your armor, like beyond tolerable levels, for them to finally get beyond your defenses.
It says DC 15 con save.
That's for the standard soldiers. That's not for the captains. The captains have double gauntlets, so they have a higher DC save.
Hold on. Why isn't my con save highlighted?
What do you mean?
I didn't get my proficiency bonus with my con save. So that's actually higher by 8.
Why? It's like, what happened there?
I don't have my con save checked off, so it's supposed to be higher.
Why? I thought you weren't supposed to have con save. That's considered a save. That's not a skill.
Yeah.
Did you have con? Did you used to have a con save as a? I thought you didn't have con save.
I thought I did. What the fuck?
How?
I don't. Yeah. How do you have like? Okay, so because strength, intelligence, wisdom was his 3.
If you already have a proficiency save.
Yeah, you get one more if you get 2 each clause, I think.
Okay.
And if you have a duplicate,
you don't really. You look at the.
No, it's like for his first class you got 2, right?
Yeah.
And then you get 1. You had a duplicate. Duplicates don't stack. You don't get to choose another one. So I guess you're.
Hold on. Can you roll a D100? See if I do.
No, because that's not how we do that. This is stat-wise saves. This is. You can't just randomly gain Constitution from that. Still, it's like, you know, this. I don't think that you're not getting out of this. This is not something that is like you just took electricity from 4 guys with shock gauntlets trying to disable you, and you're basically a giant electrical conductor. I mean, you're practically glowing with the amount of.
Well,
energy.
how come they aren't getting any of the effects?
Where's Trig, where's the big guy's roll to hit?
Because I did a GM roll on accident. Sorry, because I'm not going to re-roll it because that would probably be this about as much as I would think it would happen, which is you'd basically survive, which is not what I'm going to do.
This is supposed to be a friendly place, you bullshit.
It's not. It's not a friendly place, as you noticed. Not all the time.
The rolls.
Okay, so we'll have to do that one later. But for now, we got to stick with the con save you have, which is you didn't roll a 20. And what is up with that? His proficiency bonus. It's like I'll have to double check that later, and we'll see if we got that right or wrong.
He doesn't get a proficiency.
No, he doesn't get a proficiency. Yeah, you got strength and wisdom, which didn't stack. And then, if I had to guess, the other one was what was it? You already have it written down. It's intelligence, wisdom, strength, and wisdom. And since you had 2 wisdoms, you can't duplicate them. So you don't have a con proficiency. It's just your con plus. It's his con plus the con modifier.
Oh, is it bullshit? You have a
knight should have con.
Which this year, well, apparently not. Not for a solar knight. Strength and wisdom are solar knight. As knights should have con, but apparently in yours they does not have con.
Well.
Okay, so basic stuff. You are paralyzed.
And then on my turn, I can unparalyze myself.
Yeah, you can try to. So he's just diminutive. He just walks away, and like this, there's this big mechanized suit with glowing red eyes, and he's walking towards Niadra, and it's like, you have one more chance to surrender, or would you like to go the way of your friend?
He already attacked. He can't attack again.
And his gauntlets, like. This time he's pointing both gauntlets at you, and you see that he has a larger caliber weapon than the ones on the smaller soldiers. So, do you really, like, he's threatening you, it's like, you have one chance to surrender.
No.
Okay.
No, never surrendered.
So, he just undeploys it, and it's like, so be it.
Hey, he doesn't get another attack.
Okay, so.
He already attacked.
Yeah, so this is, Niadra, you have one move before he basically tries to shock you.
Alright, well. Let's see.
Kite.
Alright, I'm
Kite him.
attack.
It's a big ass gun. How's he gonna kite him?
I can't. There's no way in hell I can kite that.
Yep.
Use your blade.
Especially
still
since
have
his
that.
armor is enhanced, he can actually run faster than you.
Yeah, I
So-
still have that advantage, don't I?
Yeah, you still have advantage. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Aim for the
So
vital
again,
parts.
it's like you hit his armor, but he's looking at you like, why are you even trying? You're not going to win this fight.
Do you
And second
do
go.
crits automatically hit?
The crit, yeah, if he got a crit, which he didn't get a crit
Doesn't
on
he
either.
have higher crit?
I did
because
hit.
of his
That is a
class?
crit. That's a 19.
It's it goes by the inner dice, which is the one in parentheses. I learned that one from Say. Say, you said that it's the natural dice. It's not the.
Yep.
Okay, so it's the natural dice. The inner dice is the one that. The parentheses is the one that determines critical hit.
So it's the 19.
17.
No, it's when you hold the mouse over the roll, you'll see the number in parentheses. That's the standard dice roll. That's the one that needs to crit.
Wait,
Oh, I
hold
see.
on.
So then
Yeah.
on the 20 roll, the
Retcon
19 above that is the
everything. He had
17 plus the...
disadvantage.
Who had disadvantage?
That guy on hitting me.
Okay. Why did he have disadvantage?
I have burning armor.
Okay. Very true. So let me roll it again. So, oops, that was the wrong one. My bad. I forgot. I rolled damage. I
see
forgot to.
The
Okay,
19.
so
is
let's
the roll
rewind.
plus-
So he got a crit success with a crit fail.
So
So
he
he
takes
takes the
lower.
crit fail. So they're putting a lot of electricity in you, and they basically it arcs off of all of them, and it shocks all their gauntlets. So now their gauntlets are inoperable. That doesn't mean they have. That doesn't mean they don't have guns though. So
I'm going into rock.
so like they turn off their gauntlets and they see that there's like sparks flying across them. Okay, so Niadra, so he's surrounded by things with guns. So what are you going to do about that?
I'm going to attack this guy, and on that, I already have advantage, but just for future reference, are we using the flanking and facing rules?
Sure.
Alright, so if I didn't have advantage because he's preoccupied, I would have the
Yeah, he's
flanking
not. They're not paying
advantage.
attention to you. There's a bigger threat. There's this man in full plate armor that they need to
advantage with
subdue.
advantage equals super advantage.
Yeah, its stacking
Right,
advantage
right,
doesn't exist. Oh my god, I wish it did.
Almost.
Yeah,
Alright.
stacking advantage doesn't exist. So
Alright, so, yep, just standard advantage then.
so you're gonna attack him in the back. Again, it's like it just ricochets off his armor.
So close! A 17 and an 18. Damn it.
Yep.
I gave you
Alright.
advantage for this fight, and
Then
I
you have
always
one
have
more. You have
advantage.
one more glaive attack. So you're just
Are you
like
kidding me?
you're just pinging off his back armor.
Alright, now fuck this. I'm using action surge.
Okay, so you're using an action surge to try to do a third
but
attack.
using the glaive, it's always gonna miss.
The glaive's my best weapon.
Yeah. So. Oh, sorry.
Well, after
So
that
you like
turn,
stabbed him 3 times, and yet he's firmly focused on Spicoli. So Spicoli, you have one action. So
I scratched his paint, god
yeah,
damn
he
it.
scratched his paint. You have a dad.
I'm
Wait.
going into rock elemental form, and I'm crushing.
Okay, so you're going of larger size.
Yeah. So everything gets knocked back, probably.
Okay, so more like they back up, like they all see you. You're starting to shapeshift, and they're backing up a step. He's backing up
Sure.
towards you. He doesn't even know you're behind you, or if he does, he's not caring if you're behind him.
Actually, I'm turning into mammoth.
Did he back willingly, or was it because of his
He
transfer
backed up
change?
because this thing is now, like basically Spicoli's shapeshifting.
I'm
Okay,
actually
that
turning
doesn't-
into a mammoth.
So
That doesn't,
mammoth is a huge creature. That's a 50. So he's about this large now. So he's like
Well, the
he's much
reason-
larger.
The reason I ask is because according to polearm, anyone that moves within my reach provokes attack
I'll
opportunity.
stab him. So
Yeah, but it wasn't a willing movement.